I'm Jonathan Wilkins. I'm the Supplier Diversity Program Manager at Lenovo. The first thing that they say to me is, I'm an MBE. I'm a woman-owned business. I'm a veteran. That's great. And we might want to do business with you. But first, I got to know, what do you do? Is your quality up to standard for what we're looking for? Because those things are non-negotiable in my book. We are not going to give you a contract just because you're a diverse supplier. And I really want you to understand that. That is not going to happen. And if you do get a contract that you're not able to handle, you're going to feel like you got hit by a Mack truck if you're not qualified for it. And so you need to be ready. You need to be positioned so quality leads. And that is probably one of the biggest. I think most of us in the industry would all say that don't lead with your. And I literally had, sitting in a matchmaking one time, I literally had a young lady tell me, we can help your diversity spin. We're a woman-owned company. And that was her pitch. I'm thinking like, no, you cannot. The tier 1 is the prime with the large corporation. The prime then hires somebody to support the large corporation, tier 2 and tier 3, tier 4, all the way down the line. People have more understanding of it when it comes to construction. You always hire in subs or subcontractors to come in and do work such as roofing, carpentry. No one company does that all. So you hire people to do things, do trades along the way. And that is really what a tier 2 is. I met this kid, he was on fire for his company. And he says, I can set up your network. Oh, you can? How long you been in business? 3 months. Oh, really? How many employees you have? It's just me. You cannot set up our network. I'm sorry. And he literally was trying to convince me that he could make that happen. You can't make it happen at this point. What are your life cycle of your business? I'm not saying you're never going to be able to do it, but you kind of got to slow down, And I think a lot of times, I always say people walk past the tier 2 spend. And that tier 2 money spends just like the tier 1 money does. So go out and get it. You can make a living just being a tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 supplier. So you have to be cognizant that I'm not always going to be the guy who does business at the tier 1 level, but maybe I need to focus on that tier 2 where I can rest my hat. Passion. I've always said that, for me, this job was something that I sought out. So I wasn't in procurement and then given or saying, hey, Jonathan, you need to now be, or we're going to give you this other task to do. No, I wanted to be in supply diversity. I read every book I could for almost 2 years straight. I met with people, I talked with people, I got on their nerves before I got into the role. So when I got into the role, I was serious about it. And I'm still serious about it. So you gotta have that passion. One, you gotta have the commitment behind the passion, because we can all be passionate about things, but if you're not putting the work in to do the job, then what difference does it make? And then 3, you have to be tough skinned, because you will get told no a lot. You will get pushed back on all accords, and people will say they don't want to do it, or they'll give you every excuse under the book not to do it internally and externally. But you have to then say, you know what? Let me figure out what their pain points are. Let me figure out what the triggers are to get this diverse supplier on board, or find a diverse supplier that fits their need. If you get it, if you get the why of supply diversity, then you will be there. You will not say, why do I have to do this anymore? Once you get it, I don't know what it clicks. I don't know what happened with me that made it click to say, I got it. But when I got it, I got it. And I want those internally to be in that seat as well. I talk to the janitor about it if I need to at that office. I don't care. I will say this, for the industry, for those industry professionals, I think that we need to have more transparency with each other and more learning lessons. I think the industry has done itself a disservice because we don't develop each other. Being newer to the supply diversity space, I think I would love to have one of the older corporations, somebody who's been in the business a long time, to say, hey, I want you to be, I'm gonna mentor you. I'm gonna bring you on. I'm gonna get you to where I am. So, or where you wanna be. Or they may even say, you know what, this is where you can go beyond us. But that tutelage has to happen. And I don't think that giving back is there. I'm kind of open source. Like, people can come and ask me anything. I'll show them how to run the numbers. I'm very analytical with that. But I'm also able to get out in front of the people and talk to them and show them things that I know, because I don't know it all. I feel like I got a lot I need to learn and a lot more that I want to do in this space. but there's some gaps that I would love to be filled by those who have the knowledge that came before me. I love supply diversity, and I kind of feel like it's time to move the needle. It's time to push this car down the road and get us to where it needs to be, and that's not going to happen, unfortunately, with the older generation. They're kind of phasing out, so it's time for us to step up. You know, you don't always want to step up, but you know, we have to.